Radhan Segalita Shiv Shakamitan Shah Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesti Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वमानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धु भवेम च पतितनाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः श्रीनन्दनन्दना यशोदा जीवना हे श्रीदा मोदर हे श्री माधवा विरचिता वयम् वृष्णिदूयते चरणमीयुषाम् संस्ते मया करसरोरुहं कान्तकामदम् शिरसि देहि ना Graham. O crest jewel of the dynasty, O beloved, your lotus hand grants fearlessness to those souls who, terrified by the cycle of birth and death, surrender to your lotus feet. O fulfiller of our desires, please place on our hands that very lotus hand which grants fearlessness and which accepts both the hands of Lakshmi. I told you before also कि भगवान ने जो भय जो नाम की चीज है ना, भय, ये भक्ति के अंदर एक बहुत ही बड़ा ऑब्स्टेकल है। डेफिनेटली हमारे अनर्थ, हमारे लिए ऑब्स्टेकल्स तो होते हैं और हमारे डिजायर भी ऑब्स्टेकल्स होती हैं, है ना। सब चीजें ऑब्स्टेकल्स है। ये सब चीजें ऑब्स्टेकल्स है हमारी भक्ति में, लेकिन सबसे बड़ा ऑब्स्टेकल हमारी भक्ति में जो है वो है भय। इसलिए भगवान ने क्या बोला, अहम तुम सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मां शुचा। क्योंकि जो व्यक्ति के अंदर भय होता है, भय मतलब पहले कभी किसी चीज को पाने का भय, मुझे मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी, मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी, मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी, और मिल जाए तो फिर उसको खोने का भय। अरे यार अब तो निकल गया, अब तो निकल गया, अब कहीं खो ना जाए, खो ना जाए, खो ना जाए। तो ध्यान रखना इस बात को, इस दुनिया के अंदर जो भी भक्त, अगर वो भयमुक्त नहीं है तो उसके लिए भक्ति करना बहुत ही मुश्किल है। भक्ति करना उस व्यक्ति के लिए बहुत मुश्किल है, क्योंकि फियरलेसनेस जो है ना, अगर वो नहीं है, देखो भय तो है, भय का दूसरा नाम इनसिक्योरिटी भी होता है, राइट। ये भय तो है। एक 80 years old गाय, 70 years old गाय अमेरिका जा रहा है, बिना कुछ सोचे, बिना कुछ समझे, मैं तो अमेरिका जाऊंगा, अपने गुरुदेव के नाम, जो गुरुदेव ने मुझे इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया उसको करूंगा। वो व्यक्ति सही में अभय था, तभी उनका नाम भी अभय था, और ही वॉज नेवर स्केयर्ड। वहां पे रास्ते में दो दो हार्ट अटैक आ गए, पता है कि दो हार्ट अटैक के बाद तीसरे हार्ट अटैक में ही विल बी गॉन, बट तब भी ही रीच अमेरिका एंड देन ही हैड प्रीच्ड द मैसेज ऑफ द लॉर्ड, यू नो इन अमेरिका। तो ये जो जो पावर थी ना, ये अभयनेस, जो अभय थी, अभय, अभयता मतलब भय मुक्त होना. दिस इज अ वेरी एसेंशियल, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग फॉर अ डिवोटी. Maximum number of people, they are just trapped into this material world because of being fearful. कितने लोग भक्ति में इसलिए नहीं आते कि यार दुनिया क्या कहेगी, उनको भय है. मेरे पिता जो थे, वो मुझे बहुत पुश करते थे, शादी करो, शादी करो, शादी करो. उनका भय पता क्या था, कि लोग उनका मजाक उड़ाएंगे, कि देखो हो बेचारे का, बेचारे को देखो जा रहा है, उसका बेटा जो है वो साधु बन गया. उनका फियर यही था. उनको मेरी शादी से कोई मतलब नहीं था, मेरे शादीशुदा होने से कोई मतलब नहीं था. और आगे जाके भविष्य में इस बार का फियर था, बच्चे होंगे नहीं होंगे. बार बार एक ही बात, बच्चे करो, बच्चे करो, बच्चे करो. ये भी एक फियर था. तो उनके जो फियर्स थे, उससे पहले जो फियर था वो क्या था, बड़ा होकर पता नहीं क्या करेगा, क्या नहीं करेगा. तो उसके उनके जो फियर थे, वो फियर जो है वो उन्होंने मेरे अंदर डाल दिए, यू नो. एंड मैं भी फियरफुल हो गया कि मैं आगे जाके क्या करूंगा. अरे अगर मेरे 10वीं में नंबर अच्छे नहीं आए तो मैं क्या करूंगा. अरे 12वीं में नंबर अच्छे नहीं आए तो क्या होगा. अच्छा कॉलेज में नंबर अच्छे आए तो क्या होगा. एमबीए में अच्छे नंबर नहीं आए तो क्या होगा. नौकरी अच्छी नहीं मिली तो क्या होगा. दिस भय, भय के कारण ही. अरे धोती कुर्ते में देख लिया लोगों ने, भय, भय लगा हुआ है. धोती कुर्ते में देख लिया किसी ने, क्या बोलेंगे लोग. हाँ. और तिलक लगा के ऑफिस में जाऊंगा, कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि बॉस जो है वो बोले कि वाई यू बीइंग सो रिलीजियस एंड किक मी आउट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Or one should never discuss religion and politics in the public. What if people will get to know about my belief? क्या होगा. Of course, to some extent, Prabhupada has made us fearless. But 90% people, they don't accept Krishna consciousness. They are not able to accept Krishna consciousness. I know so many devotees who are actually initiated since last 20 years, but still they have fear. They have fear in their heart. So Gopi says to Krishna, O Krishna, jewel of the Vrishni dynasty, Vrishni Durya, O dear most beloved Kanta, O you whose lotus hands fulfill all desires, Kamada, we now extremely frightened. Virachita Bhayam. Dor was perplexed and frightened by the worldly affairs, approached the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna to become free from the repetition of birth and death. Samskriti Bhaya. In the cycle, there are 6 phases of transformation: taking birth, existing, growing, producing, byproduct, when children, producing the byproducts, deteriorating, and death. After the age of 50, all aspects of the body and mind gradually become worn and down. The eyes, teeth, ear, mind, mental faculties, and all other senses become gradually decrepit. Sorry, decrepit. Decrepit. At that time, one cannot even enjoy delicious foods because he is not able to properly digest. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur sung, Ved Kala Aula Sab Sukh Bhagala Bhaga Have Bhaga Bhave Dukhita. I want to enjoy material happiness, but I cannot, and this causes me overwhelming sorrow. Sri Shankaracharya has written this Bhaja Govindam, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jather Shayanam. Again birth, again death, again lying in the womb of a mother. This is Smriti, transversing material existence. The meaning of Smriti also has relation to the world word vraja, which means that which moves around. But this type of samskriti takes up takes us towards Krishna and the full happiness of Braja. One samskriti takes us to hell and complete destruction, and the other moves in the opposite direction and takes us to Braja. Vidikalo ailo sarvasukku bhagalo pida bashe havinu katar सर्वेंद्रिया दुर्बल क्षीण कलेवर भोगा भावे दुखित अंतर। दिल का जो है ना शरणागति का दैन्य पांचवा श्लोक है फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल सरेंडर का। आई थिंक वी शुड आल्सो रीड दीज बुक्स शरणागति एंड ऑल बिकॉज इसको पढ़ने से हम लोगों के जीवन में बहुत चेंजेस आएंगे। हमें एक्चुअली समझ में आएगा कि पढ़ना कैसे है। कह रहे ओल्ड एज सून अराइव and all joys consequently departed. Subjected to the torments of disease, I troubled and weak. All my senses are feeble now. My body is ragged and exhausted, and my spirits are downcast in the absence of former sense pleasure. ठीक है ना? इसीलिए एक बार मेरे अभी भी थोड़ा सा पहले एक डिवोटी से बात हो रही थी, तो I was just telling him, I was giving an example of one very senior devotee. He met me almost 11 years ago in Vrindavan. अब हम बहुत से दोस्त बन गए। अब उस दोस्ती के अंदर ये होता था कि every day he used to come and I used to make tea for him. मेरे ऑफिस में गर्म पानी था, तो I used to make roi bosh for him with the honey in it, and he used to love it, and I used to love serving him. So he was Prabhupada disciple. So one day he came to me and he was crying. I asked him, what happened, Prabhuji? He said, one of my godbrothers said कि मैं Prabhupada Disappearance Day पे प्रभुपाद का अभिषेक नहीं कर सकता because I am not the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. I said, okay, well, and what made him say like that? He said, because Prabhupada never repeated his names. But it's not true. Prabhupada has given the same name to 2, 3 people as well. But then I checked online, I found the data of Prabhupada's disciples. Then I took out his photograph, took out his name. I took out the printouts of all this and gave it to him. And I said, just go and just tell him that GBC has declared you as a disciple of Prabhupada. Who is he to say that? So he went there and he did it. And then after 2, 3 days, he didn't come out. He didn't come back to me. So I said, okay. फिर after Prabhupada Disappearance Day when got over, then one day he came to me and he was very thankful to me, Then we started chit-chatting. In these days, I never asked him what he does. So I asked him, what do you do, bro? He said, I distribute the laundries. I am a wholesaler of the laundries. So laundries, like, why do you have to do? Because you're old enough, government can give you pension. You can go and stay in any temple. But only if you don't want to be in a temple. But still, you don't have to sell the female lingeries here. Come on. So I was very shocked. What happened to him? Why is he doing something like this? Then I all try to understand him more. But then I've understood that, well, I should not be judging him because everybody has his own, capacity in Krishna consciousness. But I was not judging, but I was being analytical. And for myself, then I went to Mukundrava and I told him, Prabhuji, that I met such a senior devotee, but I did not see so much of inspiration from him, that, I would like to be like him in the old age. उसमें मुकुंद ने एक एग्जांपल दिया, कहते कि ये एक्चुअली में इट्स अ वेरी गुड एग्जांपल कि any devotee if he is not practicing Krishna consciousness properly or with full of his heart and with full of sincerity, then that person, if he's serving is okay. But once he gets older and when he is not used to chanting properly or if his sadhana is not fixed, in his old age, with his old body, he would not be able to do the proper sadhana. सेवा तो he would never be capable of doing it. अगर वो कैपेबल नहीं है सेवा करने के, और अगर वो साधना करने की उसको आदत नहीं है, तो फिर ऐसे लोग जो होते हैं फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाते हैं बुढ़ापे में. और यही एक और भी फियर है जो लोगों के अंदर होता है कि मेरा बुढ़ापे में क्या होगा, मेरा बुढ़ापे में क्या होगा. हाँ. So devotees of Krishna who aim to loosen their attachment to the material world circumambulate Gurudev, Vaishnavas and deities and Tulsi in a clockwise direction. Those who are tightening their attachment, however, circumambulation in an anti-clock direction, such as in an Indian marriage ceremony, where the bride and groom walk counterclockwise around the fire. कुछ जगहों पे करते हैं ऐसा. The Gopi says, Charanam Iyusham Samstiter Bhayat. If someone takes full shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, he places his liberal hands on that person's head. Then automatically that person becomes fearless. Kant Kamadam, oh beloved, you fulfill all desires, so please keep your lotus hands upon our head. Now we'll turn to the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He has explained that in the previous verse, Sri Krishna heard everything the gopis were telling him. That's when they called him a betrayer of the faith and soul killer of the woman. He told them, I am leaving this place immediately and will not return in this birth. The gopis then become fearful. Therefore, in the fourth verse, it is seen how they tried to appease him. वो डर गई, चुपचाप हो गई, by addressing him as a friend and begging him not to go. So gratified by their appeal, Krishna told them, "Oh gopis, I heard your words of sweet criticism. I know that they were not abuse, but an expression of your intimate feelings spoken in the anger of pure love. While you were calling me a cheat and a debauchee, I was standing nearby, eager to drink nectar of your every word. I am not pleased with you that I will now offer you a boon. You may ask anything from me. Tell me what you desire, and I will grant you that." Now, gladdened by Krishna's statement, the gopis entreat him in the fifth verse. O most magnanimous personality in the entire Sri and Yadu dynasty, you are the brilliant sun that illuminates the lotus flower of the Yadu dynasty. Please place your lotus hand on our head. Why do they ask for this? A man's love and affection for his subordinates, such as his child, disciple, junior, or anyone who comes to him for shelter, will be shown by his placing his hand on that person's head. By this, he communicates, I will give you whatever you want. We learn from Sri Bhakti Ratnakar and Navdeep Dham Mahatmaya that Nityanand Prabhu placed his lotus feet on the head of Sri Krishnanand Kaviraj Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. And he also bestowed such mercy upon Sri Jiva Goswami. He can do this because he is Guru. He did not do this in his form as Sri Baldeva, but as the hell merciful Nityananda Prabhu. But as the all merciful Nityananda Prabhu, he placed his lotus feet on the head of many devotees. Chaitanya Nityananda nahi Eshav Vichar Nam Laite Prema Dena Ohe Ashrudhar. But if one only chants with some slight faith the holy name of Lord Chaitanya Nityananda, very quickly he is cleansed of all offenses. Thus, as soon as he chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he feels the ecstasy of love for God. We may live in Vrindavan and call out, "Oh Krishna, Krishna, Krishna," but tears do not fall from our eyes and our heart do not melt. On the other hand, if we go to the Navdeep Dham and cry out, O Gora, O Nityananda, I am more sinful than Jagai and Madai and all other demons. The Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu will surely bestow their astonishing causeless mercy upon us. We can beseech Nityananda Prabhu in this way. Jagai Madai persecuted you, but you gave them your mercy, and they began to chant Krishna Krishna. Both of them wept loudly, and their heart melted. But I am even more sinful than Jagai and Madai. Nityananda Prabhu is our only true shelter. If we want prema, we need only approach his lotus feet. Nityananda Prabhu comes to us through our Guru, and he is the complete, undivided principle of Sri Guru, Akhand Guru Tattva. Therefore, Sri Guru is a repository of the qualities of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. It is a great solace that our Gurudev is his manifestation. For example, in a marvelous way, Parama Pujyapad Shira Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj gave mercy to many drunkards and cheaters who were disqualified in every way. He placed his hand on the head of whoever came to him. He was so liberal that he even told them, "Oh, you want a wife? I will arrange everything." By his mercy, he thought somehow or other these people should come and taste the nectar of Krishna now. By this way, they will surely leave behind all their material attachments, and if not in this birth, then in 2 or 3 births from now. Thus, by the grace of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, they will become pure. Now, in the 5th verse of Sri Gopi Gita, the Gopi implore, Krishna, your lotus hand can fulfill all our desires. So please grant us fearlessness by placing it on our head. What do they, gopis, fear? They fear burning in the blazing fire of Kama, because Krishna is not with them. They think if Krishna comes into our midst, we will be out of danger. He will certainly dance with us and perform all variety of loving pastimes with us. And the gopis asked Krishna to place his hand on their head. But in response, he asked them, "How can I ever do that? It is not possible for me to perform the sinful act of placing my hand on the head of others' wife." As mentioned above, the gopis first address Krishna as Kanta, beloved, and then the Kamadam, यानी कि he whose lotus hands awards the fulfillment of all desires, or whose lotus hands give Kama. In this way, they say, you told us we can ask a boon to you, and we know you have a power to give that boon. We have come to you because the 5 arrows of Kamadev have pierced our heart, leaving us on the verge of death. The Supreme Personality of Godhead placed his hand on the head of those who take shelter of his lotus feet. All living entities who are bound up in the cycle of birth and death wants freedom from the fear of remaining in that cycle. For someone who takes shelter of you and all suffering disappears, automatically he becomes fearless, confident that he will never again come bound up in the worldly enjoyment. So, uh, so we have surrendered unto you your feet, knowing that your lotus hand will surely fulfill our desires. If you put your hand on our head, the burning fire of karma will disappear from our heart. Actually, when kama, krodh, lobh, moh, mad, matsarya, so everything starts from kama only. Kama means desire. यहाँ पे नीचे लिख रहे हैं भक्ति विनोद नारायण महाराज, उनका जो भावानुवाद है of G. Goswami's commentary on the verse explained the gopis mood in the connection. There it is stated that although the gopis have no acknowledge of Sri Krishna's good godhood, they seem to be full of awe and reverence here, just as they seem so in 4 verse 4. जिसी गोपीज वैसे तो एक नंबर की मतलब बहुत ही जैसे देखा जाए तो बहुत ही मतलब बिना पढ़ी लिखी और गांव की औरतें थी, बट अगर हम देखें कि जय तिथे धिकम जन्म ना व्रजा और जो की प्रेयर्स है उतनी अमेजिंग है, इतनी एडवांस है फिलोसॉफिकली कि वी कैन सी दैट नो ऑर्डिनरी पर्सन कैन राइड इट. So when they were in भाव, so you know when you are sometimes जैसे कहते हैं ना कि एक व्यक्ति में भूत चढ़ जाता है, तो वो फिर वो उसकी तरह ही वो बहुत पावरफुल हो जाता है व्यक्ति, यू नो. तो वो बिल्कुल पतला सोड़ा ही क्यों ना हो, क्योंकि उसके अंदर वो एक पर्टिकुलर आवेश होता है. So when the gopis they are singing this in separation from Krishna, so then they have that avesh. So that avesh also exhibiting the Aishwarya in them. That bhav, that separation is also exhibiting their knowledge about Krishna. So like we think that their love for Krishna was sentiments, but no, it was not. It was the prayers they have done like in previous births, birth after birth. Anyways, but not only that, we will no longer feel separation from you. Agar if you put your hands on us, we will not put separation from you. We always fear that you will leave us. If you keep your hands on our head, we will know our certain that you will never leave us and that we will always be with you. First, we have a fear that you might leave us. When you are with us, then we are fearful that you might leave us. Look, sorry, first, when you're not with us, we are fearful whether we will get you or not. And when you are with us, we are fearful that you might leave us. Conditioned soul wants to become free from the cycle of birth and death, but the gopis only desire is to be free from the fear of separation from Krishna. जैसे यार कुछ भी कर, बस हमें ना इस डर से आजाद कर दे, बस just free us from this fear of losing you. Actually, this is the only one thing. आज भी मैं जब करते 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 हमारे जो गुरुकुल का मंदिर है, उसमें एक पिक्चर बनी हुई है गोपियों की. कि कैसे गोपियां जो है वो भगवान कृष्ण को रोक रही हैं वहां जाने से, मथुरा. वो पूरा चैरियट को रोक के बैठी हुई है, कोई सड़क पे लेटी हुई है, कोई रोक रही है, बेगिंग कि कृष्णा मत जा, भैया मत जा, प्लीज डोंट गो, प्लीज डोंट गो. एंड देन आई वाज जस्ट, जब करते करते आपको पता ना दिमाग के अंदर कुछ भी आता है, तो आई वाज जस्ट थिंकिंग दैट ओनली कि ऑल कृष्णा इज स्पेसिफाइंग देम. वो कह रहे कंसोल कर रही है, मैं आऊंगा वापस, बट दे हैव सो मच ऑफ फियर कि व्हाट इफ वी विल डाई देयर. Okay, if we will not die, what if we will find another very beautiful woman there who is more beautiful than, like जैसे गांव की औरतें होती है ना, पहले भी गांव और शहर में ही होता था. मथुरा को मदुरई बोलते थे, मदुरई, मथुरा, मदुरई एक ही बात है. और ये था कि मतलब जो शहर की लड़कियां होंगी, दे डेकोरेट देमसेल्व्स मोर बेटर देन द विलेज गर्ल्स. So they also had a fear that if he will go there, he was definitely going to forget about them. So that was the fear also there. So Virachita Vishnu Duryate, मतलब they want to just free me from this fear. In the entire ब्रज, पूरे ब्रज के अंदर भगवान कृष्ण का कहीं ना कहीं पे हर जगह पर भगवान राधा जो है वो राधा रानी से मिलन हुआ ही हुआ है. केवल एक ही जगह है जो कि विप्रलंब भाव की जगह है पूरे के पूरे ब्रज में. कैन somebody tell me the name of the place? अगर जगह
क्या
आपको
क्या प्रभु जी,
हाँ,
दोबारा कहीं रिपीट प्लीज. आपने बोला कौन सा विप्रलंब भाव का कुछ बोला आपने?
विप्रलंब भाव की केवल एक ही जगह है पूरे के पूरे ब्रज में, बाकी सब जगह में भगवान का मिलन हुआ है कृष्ण रानी के साथ, नहीं गोपियों के साथ.
वो
उधर कलावती,
अभी सोच रही हूँ है तो.
उद्धव क्यारी.
यस,
अच्छा, उद्धव
आपने
कंड.
बताया था शायद एक लेक्चर में.
मैं पहले ही बता चुका हूँ, उद्धव क्यारी ओनली
कौन
वन
सी?
प्लेस.
उद्धव उद्धव कैरी.
उद्धव क्यारी. जब तू नंदगांव आएगी जाएगी तो कलावती माता जी को फोन कर लियो, उधर को लेके जाएंगे उद्धव क्यारी.
ओके.
इट्स अ प्लेस, मे बी वी कैन गो टुगेदर और वी कैन रीड भगवद गीता. यू नो. So conditioned soul want to become free from the cycle of birth and death. Like the गोपियों का जो fear है वो है to be free from the separation from Krishna. Krishna may tell them, you say You want me to protect you from karma, but karma lives in the heart. If you say is correct, why should I place my hands on your head? Should I not place it where karma is present? That desire is in me, and I think you have the same desire. In the response to the say, Shrikara Graham, as you have taken the hand of Sri Lakshmi in the marriage, which means that you will never leave her. We want you to place your hands in our hand, not what you suggest. Even if you want to place your hand on the breast of Lakshmi, she will not allow you to do so. Similarly, do not put your hands on our bodies, only on our heads. ठीक है, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है गोपियों का जो भाव है कृष्ण के प्रति. So now we are on the 6th verse. We are already behind, so we can start now. Huh? व्रज जनार्ति हम वीर यो सीता निज जन स्मया द्वं सरस्मिता भज सके भवा किंकरी स्मनो जरूहा ननम चारुदर्शया श्रीनंद नंदना यशोदा जीवना हे श्रीदामोदर हे श्री माधवा. O you who destroy the sorrow of the business of Braj, Braja Janarti Han, Veer Yoshita, O best among heroes, Nija Janas Maya, the beam of whose mere smile shadow the pride of your near and dear ones, which arise from the good fortune, Samstitir Maya, Dam Sarasmita, Bhajasake Bhavan, Kinkari Smano, which arise from the good fortune and from the sulky mood, mana, arise from that pride. Oh dear friend, please fulfill the desire of your maid servants. At least this one, kindly show us, helpless girls, your attractive lotus face and make us happy. Before we begin, we should pray to Srila Sakadar Vasudeva Goswami and Parishad Maharaj to Srila Vyasadeva, then to the gopis, and after that to Sri Radha and Krishna. Mercy is flowing to us through this life. When we read, we should think that we are sitting in the assembly where Srila Sudeva Goswami is reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parishad. Or we should think that we are in Vrindavan, at the place where the gopis are speaking with Krishna. We should contemplate, my heart, indeed, my very self is with the gopis and also with Sudeva Goswami. We must yearn to have the same mood as they have. To be on the same platform as they are, the attachment to such absorption is called samadhi. The samadhi of yogis is zero in comparison. The yogis have no platform on which to stand, not for a second, or even for a millionth of a second. The samadhi I speak about is situated on a very solid and perfect platform. In the later chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur discussed Sri Krishna and the gopis' feeling of separation from each other. He says that when Krishna leaves Vrindavan, he does not take with him his flute, his smile, or his Braj attire. He did not take three things. पहला क्या था? हिज फ्लूट। दूसरा क्या था? हिज स्माइल। तीसरा हिज ब्रज के कपड़े। He keeps everything in Vrindavan, including his mood, which he leaves with the gopis. He goes empty-hearted to Mithra and Dwarka, where he constantly weep. We read in Bhagavatamrita, we've not read that, but we should read that actually. He goes empty-hearted, you know. तो भगवान का जो सेपरेशन था गोपियों के साथ, वो इससे भी ज्यादा इंटेंस था, क्योंकि गोपियों के पास गोपियां थी एक दूसरे को पैसिफाई करने के लिए। जब कभी इनका रोना 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 बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाता था, तो फिर वो दोनों के दोनों बैठ जाते थे सब के सब। तो एक आता थी और आगे बोलती थी, हा हा हा, मैं अभी गोवर्धन पर्वत को उठाती हूँ और मैं बनती हूँ कृष्ण। वो कृष्ण बन के खड़ी जाती थी गोपियों को। और सारे सारे, अरे इतने बारिश पड़ रही, चलो 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 चलो, नीचे आके खड़ी जाती थी। खड़े होके भगवान को देख रही होती थी, उस गोपी को देख रही होती थी, कृष्ण बने हुए। और देखते 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 वो सब फिर रोना शुरू कर देती थी। कभी उनको एकदम से याद आता ना, कृष्ण कहते, और कोई गोपी खड़ी होती थी, खड़े होती ही बोलती थी, इधर आ, तू इधर आ। और आते ही एक गोपी के वस्त्रों को उतारती थी, उतार के चढ़ जाती थी पेड़ पे, कि अब तू एक काम कर, नग्न अवस्था में मेरे सामने आ और आगे नाच के दिखा मुझे। और ये बात को सुन के सारी की सारी गोपियां पहले तो खूब हंसती थी और फिर दोबारा रोना शुरू कर दी। तो उनके पास एक दूसरे थे पैसिफाई करने के लिए, कृष्ण के पास कोई नहीं था। कोई भी नहीं। दाऊदी के साथ वो ऐसी बातें कर नहीं सकते थे, दाऊदी से अपने हृदय की बता सुना नहीं सकते थे। दाऊदी के साथ जो उनका प्रेम था, वो कभी उस लेवल पे नहीं था। यू नो, मैंने पहले ही बताया कि यह एक या दो ही इंसिडेंसेस हुए हैं जब बलराम जी कृष्ण के साथ थे, जब राक्षस मारे, तो वो राक्षस बलराम जी ने मारे। वो कृष्ण को हमेशा प्रोटेक्टिव वे में देखते थे। और कृष्ण को उस स्थिति में देख के तो वो तो और ज्यादा दुखी होते। इसीलिए उन्होंने अपने उद्धव को भेजा कि तू जा यार, तू जाके पैसे पाएगा। और वो वहां पर जाकर पता था कि वो भगवत, वो लेकर आएगा वापस उनका भाव। और तब उसके बाद एक कंधा होगा रोने के लिए। उसे छत पे खड़े होकर मथुरा की एक टक वृंदावन को देखते रहते थे, और आंसू निकलते रहते थे, निकलते रहते थे, निकलते रहते थे। We read in Brihad Bhagavatam how bitterly he weeps in Dwarka, lamenting. और द्वारका में तो उनकी स्थिति और भी बुरी थी। I have left everything of mine in Vrindavan, my heart, my soul, and my mood. At that time, the gopis also lament. Krishna has taken our mind, our heart, our mood, and everything we possessed. Moreover, he has taken our closest, most devoted friends. Sleeping and fainting. When we faint, we get some temporary relief from our condition, and we also get some relief when we sleep. But Krishna has taken them both, leaving us completely empty. Some means equal, samadhi, a complete absorption of the intelligence. So samadhi का मतलब होता है complete. The other word, the person of samadhi has the same level of consciousness as his worshipful deity, and is doing service to that platform. समाधि जो होती है, वो एक ऐसी स्थिति होती है जिसके अंदर जो साधक होता है, वो साध्य, जो लोग, जो ठाकुर जी होते हैं, उनके लेवल पे जाके सेवा करता है। Anyway, so in separation from Krishna, the gopis feel his presence. They ponder every minute aspect of the meeting with him, and in so doing, they experience him fully. When they are with him, they forget what that experience. When they are with him, they might forget. They lose that feeling of being united with him internally. Withdrawing from external consciousness and associating with him internally nourishes the desire for meeting him, and also nourishes the actual experience of meeting him. For this reason, the mood of the separation of extreme value of Sri Krishna and the gopis. If the mood of separation had not been revealed, he would have no idea of them. The word would have no idea of such elevated sentiments. The mood of separation between Krishna and Gopi is the main wealth of Rasik Bhavukas, Bhaktas. सब कई लोग बोलते हैं कि क्या जरूरत है विप्रलंब भाव की, लेकिन जब विप्रलंब भाव होता है तो जिस व्यक्ति के बारे में सोच रहे हैं उसका कॉन्टिन्यूअस एसोसिएशन हो रहा होता है। हर मोमेंट पे गोपियों का ये भाव होता था, अरे कृष्णा अब ये बोलता, अब मैं ये करती तो ये बोलता, अगर मैंने ये किया होता तो ये बोलता, देख वो ऐसे बोलता। कई बार गोपी ये बोलती नहीं क्यों, कैसे बोलते भगवान, वो बोल के दिखा देते। अरियो चित्रा, तुमको चित्र बनाना आता ही नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर तुम्हें चित्र बनाना आता तो जो राधा रानी का मुखार विंद है वो तुम चंद्रमा के समान ना बनाती, वो सूर्यमुखी के समान बनता, क्योंकि चंद्रमा में तो दाग है। और देखो तुमने क्या किया, राधा रानी के मुखार विंद पर तिल डाल दिया। हालांकि वो तिल जो है वो बहुत ही सुंदर और उनकी जो पूरे उनका स्वरूप है उसको बहुत निखार रहा है, लेकिन जो मेरी राधा रानी है वो चंद्रावली नहीं, वो चंद्रमुखी है, सॉरी वो सूर्यमुखी है। कोई वो चंद्रमुखी है, कोई वो सूर्यमुखी है, इसलिए अलग अलग भाव, दिस मूड ऑफ सेपरेशन of Krishna's gopi is the main wealth of Rasik Bhagavan. निगम कल्पतयोर गलितम फलम शुक मुखाद अमृत द्रव संयुतम पीबत भागवतम रसम आलयम मुहुर अहो रसिक भुवि भावुका. O expert and thoughtful man, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literature. It emanates from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful, although its nectarian juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Bhavuk matlab, the one who is absorbed in bhav. Now, in their intolerable separation from Krishna, the gopis utter the word of the sixth verse, beginning Vrajajanartihan. Oh, ordinarily this means you destroy the suffering of the residents of Brajajana and the suffering of the people in general. Yet, although we are also Brajajana, you are giving us justice. We have seen you remove the distress of everyone else in Vrindavan, so why not us? In this way, the Vira hero especially refers to Gokul Vira. The hello of Gokul and Gokul refer to Vrindavan, Radhakund and all other pastime places of Sri Radha and Krishna. In this context, Veera does not carry its usual meaning. Hero in battle is referred only to Madhur Ras, meaning Sri Krishna's transcendental amorous pastime, and thus it indicates hero of Madhur Ras. So it specifically refers to Sri Krishna as Dhira Lalit, and Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu described as a hero who is expert in 64 arts and in amorous sports, although situated in fresh youth, expert at joking, devoid of anxiety, and controlled by the prema of his beloveds. The idea is also one. The idea is कि भगवान ने जब भी कभी गोपियों के सामने कभी आज तक किसी राक्षस ने वैसे भी नहीं मारा, और जब भी मारा तो कहा जाता है कि वासुदेव कृष्ण ने ही मारा, वो कभी यशोदानंद कृष्ण ने नहीं मारा. Yoshitam Nijanasvaya Dhamsanasmita. With these words, the gopis allude to their kama, which is blazing like a fire. Thus they tell Krishna, by your mere smile, you destroy the burning torments caused by the Cupid's arrow. Vajasukhe bhava kinkari smano. The gopis continue, we are your kinkaris. You're complete devoted maid servants. So please fulfill our desire. Bhaja means to serve. So here the gopis are saying you should serve your kinkaries. In actuality, however, they want Krishna to fulfill their desire to serve him. In this connection, the word bhaja implies that the devotee serves Krishna and Krishna serves his devotees. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ye yatha maam prasante tam tathaya bhajami ham. As they surrender to me, I reciprocate accordingly. Accordingly. This is his promise. Nijajana ruha navacharu darshaya. The gopis entreat Krishna, please show us your beautiful lotus face. The above mentioned explanation reveals the general meaning of the verse, whereas the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur reveals that the gopis are actually expressing for other persons who destroy their various kinds of distress. For us, gopis, however, are annihilated the anguish caused by the arrow of Cupid. And only you can do this. You do not extinguish the burning pain caused by the karma felt by the demigoddesses or other girls. In order to explain the gopis' words, Sri Vishnu Thakur quotes from the Yugal Gita. Vyom yan varita sar sahasiddhe vishmitastad upadharya salajja काम मार्गन समर्पित चित्ता कश्मलम Yayur Apaswit the new yeah. In the above mentioned verse, the Gopi says that the Lakshmi, the demigoddesses, were sitting in their airplane in the sky, embraced in their husband's arm. They beheld Krishna and heard his flute song. As a result, they become full of karma, swooning unconscious into their husband's lap with their garments loosened. Rather than becoming jealous at this display, their husband become filled with the administration of them. Admiration for them. In the Yugal Gita, the Gopis simply point out that when the demigoddesses saw the lotus feet of Krishna and heard his sweet flute song, they became stuck with wonder and fell unconscious in their husband's lap. They do not say anything about Krishna coming to pacify those demigoddesses. Though in the sixth verse of the Gopi Gita, the Gopi reveals why it is that Krishna comes only to them. It is because no one experiences the agony they do, and no one else except Krishna as the only doctor competent to treat them. They say, we have been pierced by your 5 arrows, which are causing us unbearable pain and distress. But if we see your sweet nectarian lotus face, this misery will completely disappear. Please show us your enchanting lotus face. O hero, you alone hold the power of eliminate this pain from our heart. There were 2 reasons Krishna left the Rasa dance. The first was to remove the gopis' pride in their own good fortune, and the second was to please Srimati Radhika and assuage her jealous anger. In this verse, the gopis give their opinion about his first reason. You have used an atom bomb to destroy such a little thing. Your smile alone would have been enough to remove our pride. There was no good reason to have given us such a pain by disappearing, and this was a useless waste of energy. Thus, they address him as a hero. Upon hearing these words, Krishna's heart melted. Oh, you only want to see me smiling. The loving words you speak give me so much happiness that I'm ready to give you whatever you want. Tell me immediately what you desire. Do not delay for a single moment. In the response, gopis जो है वो response में क्या कहती हैं? They address him as a friend, sakha. In this way, they tell him, it is true that we are your completely dedicated maid servants, kinkaris, but we are also your sakhis. With the word bhaja, they convey, you should certainly serve us, but not just by appearing before us. You should also decorate us and give us betel nuts, as you did earlier. When we first came here to meet with you, at that time you asked us, what have you done? Why have you applied makeup to only one eye? Why not on the other eye as well? Then, in a most charming way, you carefully and gently applied makeup to other eyes. When Krishna first called, excuse me, huh? Give me one minute. When Krishna first called them to Rasa Leela with his melodious flute song, they had no time to adorn themselves properly. They had donned their ornaments haphazardly, having radiated themselves in great haste before running from their homes. Their necklaces were on their waist, and they had randomly placed their other ornaments. They, when they arrived at the spot where Krishna was waiting for them, they were gently looked their necklaces from their waist and placed them around the neck. And he also strangled all the other ornaments on their divine form. As he served them in this way, both he and they were overwhelmed with joy, aware that his inner desire was so was to serve them. Each gopis thought Krishna should serve me like this every day. Now, as they sing the Gopi Gita, they saw, O Sakha, we order you to do what you did when we first arrived here. Why are you ordering me in this way? Krishna asked. You are our Sakha, your friend. A Sakhi can give order to his Sakha. Aren't you afraid to give me orders? No, actually, it is quite satisfying to give you orders. And if you carry out those orders, we will be delighted. Tell me then, what should I do? How should I serve you? The first thing you do is to show us your lotus face. Jala Ruhanunam, lotus Ananam means face. And first come to us, and after that, we will order you to do the specific service. A Rasik and a Bhavuk devotee silently contemplate these pastimes, Krishna serving the gopis, the pleasure he receives in doing so, and simultaneously pleasure of the gopis. The gopis smile, and this is just what Krishna wants to see. In fact, he wants to see their smiling face more than he wants to smile himself. In this regard, there is a passage in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. The gopis taste a pleasure 10 million times greater than the pleasure Sri Krishna derived from seeing them. The gopis have no inclination to act for their own enjoyment, and their joy increases the joy of the gopis lies in the joy of their beloved Krishna. When Shri Krishna sees the gopis, his joy increases, and thus his unparalleled sweetness also increases. The gopi think Krishna has obtained so much pleasure by seeing him that thought increases the fullness and the beauty of their faces and body, and sight of which further increases the beauty of Krishna. And the more the gopis see Krishna's beauty, the more their own beauty increases. In this way, a loving competition takes place between them in which none of them acknowledge defeat. Krishna Sridas Goswami thus describes the competition between Sri Krishna and the gopis, which ended in a draw. Krishna Sridas Goswami whistled, whistled and gave judgment that neither side had won. Actually, we Gaudiya Vaishnava do not want this. We want the whistle to be blown to indicate Srimati Radhika's victory. Radhika will be so happy and we will applaud and celebrate. This is the real mood of the mood of Shri Krishna Kaviraj Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and Rup Goswami. If Srimati Lalita Devi is mediator in a game, she will blow the whistle to say it is draw, that no one has been defeated. But Sri Rupa Manjari will whistle to announce that Srimati Radhika has defeated Krishna. It is Sri Krishna himself who experiences the greatest pleasure when he is defeated, although his friends like Madhu Mangal and others will not be pleased at all. Kundalata Gopi will also be sorry that Krishna has lost, and the Nishna Gopi may even faint. Krishna's defeat causes such friends great distress, and his victory will fill them with joy. In his Vaishnava Toshini, commentary on the sixth verse, Rajiv Goswami applied a rule of Sanskrit grammar. When the word start with an A is preceded by the word ending with E. The A is dropped and replaced with an apostrophe. Such as this verse, the word bhavat means yours may be read as abhavat, not yours. And then the phrase will also be abhavat kinkari naha. According to this line, may read either sakhe bhavat or sakhe abhavat. Applying the latter interpretation, the Gopi says, we are not saying that you should serve us. You can serve those who are not your kinkaris, like Kubja and others. We are here, we are your kinkaris, and they are not. Huh? So, Sakhe Bhavat or Sakhe Abhavat. कितना अमेजिंग है ना. Kubja or others जो है, they are not. So we are your kinkari and they are not. So you should go to them and serve them. Also gives an alternative meaning of the word Najala Ruhananam Charudrashya. In the case Gopi says, we do not want to see your lotus face. You make us suffer more constant separation, not just once or twice, but always. So there is no need to show us your lotus face. You have now made a vow. We have made a vow to die. With the explanation of these alternative meanings, Shajiv Goswami is completed his commentary on the Gopi 6th prayer. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Any comment, query, question?
No, no, Prabhuji. It is all understandable, clear, Prabhuji.
Kushi?
No questions, Prabhuji.
Kalavati Mataji, any curiosity?
प्रभु जी बस एक लाइन तो हमने मतलब मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगा और मैंने एटलीस्ट मैंने तो कभी सोचा ही नहीं था कि कितनी सही बात है ना कि गोपियों के पास तो था अपना विरह का वो मतलब शेयर करने के लिए गोपियां थी उनके आपस में शेयर कर सकती, लेकिन कृष्ण ने कभी नहीं, और मैंने तो ये कभी लाइन सोची ही नहीं, मतलब इस एंगल से कभी सोचा ही नहीं कि कृष्ण तो सबसे ज्यादा उनको विरह का एक्चुअल पेन तो उनको ही हुआ होगा क्योंकि उनके पास कोई था ही नहीं ये सब कुछ
अरे
शेयर करना।
बहुत बहुत पेन था माता जी उनको। बहुत
हाँ।
पेन था। वो पेन ऐसा पेन था कि वो किसी के सामने शो भी नहीं कर सकते थे।
हाँ।
He could not cry in front of anybody, you know. He could
हम्म।
not show that, you know. That's the reason ना, सपने में बीवी के साथ सो रहे हैं लेकिन बोल रहे हैं राधा, राधा,
हम्म।
राधा,
हम्म।
यू नो। अब
हम्म।
कितनी एक्सप्लेनेशन देता रहे कि रुक्मणी जो है वो राधा रानी है, और सत्यभामा राधा रानी है, रुक्मणी जो है वो
हम्म।
ये है वो है, जो भी जो मर्जी लक्ष्मी देवी है, जो मर्जी बोलता रहे, वो जितना
हम्म।
मर्जी एक्सप्लेनेशन देता रहे, लेकिन नहीं,
हम्म।
कृष्णा वॉज नेवर मैरिड टू एनीबॉडी, यू नो।
हम्म।
भाव जो उनका गोपियों के प्रति था वो अलग ही था,
हम्म।
है ना। ये बात तो मतलब यही तो बात सुन सुन के मैं परेशान होता था एक टाइम पे कि हाउ कम कृष्णा वाज लिविंग इन मथुरा वेयर एवरीबॉडी लाइक एवरी नाउ एंड देन somebody is going from ब्रज एंड poking him, फिर जरा से
हम्म।
बचाने के लिए ब्रजवासियों को he practically had to shift himself to द्वारका,
हम्म।
just to protect them from ब्रजवासी, from Jarasandha.
हम्म।
Anyways, Krishna's life was not so easy. He had gone through a lot in his life.
जी जी।
गोपी गोपी का पेन भी बहुत बड़ा था प्रभु जी। मतलब अपनी कहते हैं ना, अपनी लाइफ वगैरह सब छोड़कर कैसे, मतलब कोई कैसे किसी को इतना लव कर सकता है। मतलब सोच के नहीं आनी होती है ऐसी भी।
एक्चुअली तभी तो गोपी बड़े कमजोर, उदास 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 गोपियों के पद का फॉलो करने का मतलब ही यही है कि गोपियों की तरह भगवान गोरा गोरा गोपियों का पद को कम करने का मतलब ही यही है। गोपियों का पेन भी बहुत ज्यादा बहुत इंटेंस था। और मतलब वैसे देखा जाए तो योग माया प्रभाव ऐसा था कि गोपियां जो थी when they are feeling separation from कृष्णा, उनके घरों को लगता था कि वो तो अभी दूध दही बेचने गई हैं, समझ रहे हो। लेकिन अभी तो तुमको और भी, कभी हम रास पंचअध्याय पढ़ेंगे तो रास पंचअध्याय जब पढ़ेंगे तो उसमें तुमको बताऊंगा मैं कि ये तो इससे भी ज्यादा गुह्यम है गोपियों का प्रेम तो। अभी तो तुमको पता नहीं और भी कितनी सारी सच्चाइयां हैं, कितने सारे सीक्रेट है इस पर्टिकुलर चीज के अंदर। एनी गेस
तो
विल इवेंचुअली डिस्कस दैट।
प्रभु जी, हम क्या इस चीज से एक आपके अकॉर्डिंग एक सीख सकते हैं? मतलब ऐसे तो हम डेफिनेटली हर एक पॉइंट पे कुछ ना कुछ हमें सीखने को मिल रहा है, एक रियलाइजेशन हो रहे हैं। लेकिन एक आपके अकॉर्डिंग क्या एक हम एक कहते हैं ओवरऑल एसेंस मिल रहा है हमें, इससे क्या हम सीख सकते हैं?
यार ये ना, सेपरेशन इज अ परफेक्ट मेडिटेशन। तुम कोई भी एक चीज पकड़ो, बस उस पे उस पर्टिकुलर चीज पे दूसरे को रख के देखो। वो दूसरे को रख के, गोपियों को रख के देखोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली तुमको समझ में आ जाएगा कि किस तरीके से जो है गोपियां सेपरेशन फील, और वो जो सेपरेशन है ना, अगर हम जब करते रहेंगे ना साथ साथ, यानी कि अगर हम अपने भक्ति लता बीच में पानी देते रहेंगे तो वही कल्टीवेट होता रहेगा होता रहेगा होता रहेगा, और तब हम एक परफेक्ट साधक बन पाएंगे। क्योंकि साधक का मतलब भी वही होता है कि वो अपने आचार्य गणों के जो भाव है ना, उसको अपने अंदर इम्बाइब करें। तो ये गोपियां हमारी आचार्य हैं, समझ रहे हो। गोपियां जो हैं ये हमारे आचार्य गण हैं, और हमें कहीं ना कहीं पे इन्हीं को फॉलो करना है। जैसे सेवा भगवान की करनी है सेल्फलेसली, जैसे भगवान के लिए रोना है, कैसे भगवान को सेवा करने के लिए तत्पर रहना है, कैसे भगवान के साथ लड़ना है, कैसे भगवान से झगड़ना है, वो सब गोपियों से सीखने को मिलेगा। उस पर्टिकुलर चीज के अंदर हमको वो भाव इम्बाइब करना है अपने अंदर कि मैं जो भी कर रहा हूँ भगवान के प्लेजर के लिए करूँ। मतलब मैं कोई दीवार वो पिक्चर का अमिताभ बच्चन नहीं हूँ कि वो मंदिर के अंदर नहीं जा रहा तो और आखिर में जाके भगवान से लड़ रहा है। दैट इज नॉट द फाइट। एक भक्ति के अंदर और भगवान के बीच बीच में जो फाइट होती है वो भी बहुत ट्रांसजेंडर और बहुत ही मर्यादित होती है, यू नो। ये नहीं होती कि वो भगवान को खाने नहीं देगा, मैं तो पिज्जा खाऊंगा रोज और आपको कुछ भी खाने को नहीं मिलेगा, व्हाट आई मीन। ऐसे मुझसे किसी ने बोला, अरे यार जो बंदा भाव में होता है ना, उसे कोई सूझ बुद्धि रहती कि वो क्या भगवान को सर्व कर रहा है, क्या सर्व नहीं कर रहा है। बोले ये बहुत बड़ी गलत फहमी है तुम्हारी। क्योंकि जो व्यक्ति भाव भक्त होगा ना, वो ओवर कॉन्शियस होगा कि भगवान को क्या सर्व कर रहा है क्या नहीं सर्व कर रहा। समझे? चाहिए अपन होता ना, तो ये तो होता है भगवान को चीज नहीं लेना, सब भगवान की भगवत्ता को समझना, भगवान की भगवत्ता को समझते 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 एक ऐसी स्टेज आती है कि भगवान की भगवत्ता को भूल के भगवान को अपना मान बैठते हैं। तो वो जो चीज होती है वो अलग स्टेज होती है। मूल यही है, ये सारे सारे आचार्य हैं, इन आचार्यों को प्रणाम करो और इसे सीखो कि भगवान के प्रति कैसे सेपरेशन हमारा होना चाहिए। और जब तक भगवान के प्रति सेपरेशन नहीं होगा, भगवान नहीं मिलने वाले।
थैंक यू फॉर द क्लास प्रभु जी।
जय श्री राधे। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग।
थैंक यू।